I see you, Silver Star. Well, hello there.
Hello there.
Welcome to the day one Europa Park vlog. First vlog coming on for Tickets to Thrills. We are at the legendary Europa Park. Why not start at the best theme park in the world? We've got some great street entertainment to start us off, kick us off in the morning. Now, I would be lying if this is actually our day one. We were in the park yesterday, but it was a very late start at 11 AM and it was very rainy. So we're gonna start the vlog off on day two. So we have done quite a few things already. Like the dark rides, we've managed to get in all of the major dark rides other than Columbus Jolle and Sluch de Cassandra, I believe. So we'll probably tackle them today. But we're going to do the major coasters today, and I will take you on ride for every single ride. Obviously we have done the POVs for all the dark rides, but I will bring you along for the coasters as well. It'll probably be a back and forth of all the things that we have done and the stuff that we're doing today. So we will see you at Eurosat Can Coaster to start with. So before we start on Eurosat Can Coaster, one thing I've noticed around this park is the lack of care for safety, which obviously means that they can trust the German public, because you would never have something like this at Thorpe Park. Just an open stretch of water with no fences whatsoever. Anyone can fall in. Got active fountains. It just amazes me, the amount of trust they have in this place. It's also in the train stations as well, the train tracks, they have no barriers. The monorail, they don't have any fences whatsoever. It really does amaze me, this park, how much they trust people for their safety. Absolutely incredible. Yummy. That's faster than I thought it would be. So that was a great start to the day on Eurosat Can Coaster. That was the actual first coaster we did yesterday. Now we're heading to Schweizer as our second coaster. We haven't done that yesterday, so I will take you along for a POV. We did get a POV of it yesterday on Eurosat, so that's what you just saw there. That was our first reactions. I love it, I can't lie. It's probably going to be a contender for my Zero coaster, along with 13 and Big Thunder Mountain. There's just a certain charm to it, which I absolutely love. Now, of course, this is the same style of ride as Avalanche at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, which I really do like. It's one of my favourite at Pleasure Beach. This is going to be good fun. Let's give it a go. Schweizerbahn or Swiss Bob Run. One thing I completely forgot is how the seating is planned. Obviously I was at the back with my other half at the front, so we couldn't really record an on-ride POV of that. I didn't really want to sit on my own either, so you might not get a POV of that at all, but hey ho, that's fine. Look at this, this is theming. This is just incredible. So I'd say between Swiss Bob Run and Avalanche, I prefer Avalanche. That one just felt like it was over a little bit too quick, and Avalanche is a little bit smoother compared to that. That was very bumpy. But overall, it wasn't too bad. We probably won't do it again. But I think next we're going to try and do Matterhorn blitz. That's some great theming. Yeah, I should probably hold on. Hey! Oh! Oh! Hey! Oh, it's a bit faster than I expected. Oh my god. Oh wow. That was fast. That was much faster than I was expecting. So like any park, Europa Park is constantly expanding. Next year they have a new edition called Voltron in the new country Croatia. It's a Mack Big Dipper, which looks really good, similar to Lost Gravity. I believe I might be able to get a little bit of footage over the wall. You can just about see the coaster. There are several areas around the park where you can see it. It's actually a lot bigger than you realise. It's a massive construction wall all the way around the park. Looks amazing. Hopefully we'll get here next year when it opens. As I said, we have done all of the dark rides yesterday. We finished on this one. I can't lie, it needs to go, it needs to be changed. So now as we head into Russia, we go towards the one coaster that I was really looking forward to this trip, is Euro-mir. I have heard bad things from this, how it's quite jolty, but I think I'm going to like it. It's my kind of ride. I like fun spinny rides. Let's give it a go. Yeah. Here we go. Euro-mir. Wow. A great sight at the construction site. There you go, that's the Voltron Mac Big Dipper. A lovely view of the whole park. You've got Wodan and Blue Fire. Voltron again. We're locked in place, ready for the coaster bit. We're going backwards. So this should be interesting. Here we go. That first bit certainly hurt. Glad we're facing forward now. Here we go, helix, helix, helix. Even more, helix, 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 helix. Oh. Oh. Oh, yay. Wow. That startled my brain quite a bit. Well, Euro-mir, you are certainly something. First half of that is absolutely brilliant. The views are amazing. But the second half, I can see why people say how rough it is. That certainly hurt. I don't know whether I want to do that again. It needs pads on the front to cover your knees, because that's where I got hurt the most. Obviously being 6'1", that's a bit uncomfortable, but it was still good nevertheless. I'm happy that I've got that done. Probably won't do it again though. Here we go, we're just catching the starts of a parade, I believe. I'll get some footage of this for you. So we have just done a second ride on Brighton and Batavia. We did do that yesterday, so I've got a POV from yesterday, and now we're just enjoying a nice slow boat ride around the lake. A lovely, beautiful area of the park, probably one of my favourites. So much to see, so much to do in this park, it's incredible. So we're just strolling around the park to see what we do next, and I believe the next stop is going to be the log flume, which should be fun. I do like the look of this log flume. Hopefully it's not too much of a soaker. I've heard the rapids are quite bad, but we're going to do the rapids tomorrow. Here we go. On the log flume, I believe it's called Wilde Wasserbahn, no, Tirolo Wilde Wasserbahn, something like that. And from what I can remember, it's a 2-drop special. We'll soon find out. It's been a long while since I've last been on a log flume. There's the first drop. Oh! Oh my god, that was more than I realised. Oh, that's the damage. Oh lord. Let's give you a little wipe there. Oh my lord. Got a lovely indoor section. And this is where the Alpine Express also intertwines with the log flume, which we will be going on next. It is usually the smaller drops that are the worst, so hopefully this bigger one isn't too bad. As I say, in the UK we have a distinct lack of log flumes and water rides, so I'm not quite used to doing water rides all the time. Here we go. Oh, quite a bit of a spray there. I'd say both drops are just as bad as the other. A little bit wetter than I was expecting, but hey ho. So we have Alpine Express next. The runaway mine train-esque ride. Of course, very similar to runaway mine train at Alton Towers back home. Choo choo. Oh my days. It's because they trust their engineering. Just come off Alpine Express. That was a nice little surprise. A lot faster than we were expecting. Obviously we did just do the log flume just beforehand, which was a bit of a soaker. I didn't quite expect that. And now we're wandering around Zalba de Diamanti, something like that. Excuse my German. Which I think is a diamond mine. Got some bears that have taken over. I didn't realise the walkthrough includes this as well. Wow. There's so much to see in here. This is just this complete immersion. Ceiling, floor. Of course it goes out into the gift shop with the wood. It has come to that point in the trip now that we're going to tackle the big three. Our first stop is going to be Wodan, and then we will tackle Wodan, followed by Silver. Germans will probably call it Wodan. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Oh, excuse my coughing. Wow, that was great. Well, Wodan Timber Coaster. Oh my days. That was an incredible ride. Very, very fast throughout the whole of the layout. There's a few sections where it jolted from one side to the other. It's a little bit painful, but that's purely because I have very weak lungs, so I have to be careful. But other than that, that is probably my #1 wooden coaster. Whether it's great for the top 10, I'm not too sure, as I don't tend to put woodies in my top 10, but we will soon find out. We've got to do Blue Fire and Silver Star next, and then I'll have to reshuffle my top 10, see if any of them can fit inside there. Next up we have the Mack prototype Mack Mega Coaster, Blue Fire. I reckon this one might scrape my top 5. I've been looking forward to this one for quite a while. So let's get on the queue line and get on. that was a POV of Blue Fire, as you've just seen. That was a good coaster, but I don't think it's going to be a top 5. And to be honest, I don't think it's going to be a top 10. See, the launch is very snappy, very quick. But the rest of the layout is just a little bit too slow, kind of dull, and it lacks a bit of audio. If it had audio throughout the ride, that would be pretty cool. The starting bit with the little dark ride section, that was kind of cool. And obviously I like my smoke effect. But other than that, Blue Fire wasn't quite as good as I was expecting. But next up is Silver Star, our final big ride of the trip. So just before heading towards Silver Star, our final big ride of the trip, we've just headed into Food Loop, which is quite nice. There was a very limited offering. There was like spaghetti and some burgers, that was about it, and a few sides and veggie options. I must admit, if I didn't already know how it all worked, I would have been a bit confused. There's no explaining on how everything works, but it's fine, we worked it out in the end. And we've just come out, it turns out there's going to be a parade in 5 minutes, so hopefully with this good angle we'll try and get some video of all of the parade. I have no idea what it's going to be like, but if it's anything like the stuff we saw earlier in the video, I'm not looking forward to it, because the guy earlier wasn't exactly singing in a very good key and he was very off time, so hopefully it'll be good. There we go, that was a little bit of footage from the parade there. That was pretty good. A lot more floats than I thought they would do. And one thing I do like about Europa's parade there is the fact that they've got skilled actors as opposed to just dancers. So they've got people on the sort of hoverboard type things, they've got jugglers, they've got stilt walkers. Usually when Disney do parades, they just have dancers, there's no particular skills based within it. Obviously the floats weren't anywhere near as big as Disney, and I was expecting that to be fairly small, but all around that was a very good parade, and the confetti cannons at the end did give me a bit of a jump scare. So whilst we let our food go down a little bit, we're going to head over into Arthur. We did do this yesterday, and I can't lie, this is one of my favourite rides here. An amazing mix of dark ride and coaster. And then after this we will head over to Silver Star. once again. That was a great ride on Arthur. I think I might put that in my top 3 rides here at the park. Not quite sure what my top 3 actually is yet, but we'll work that out later on after the trip. Yeah, you can never go wrong with Arthur. It's just a very well made ride in a very well made area. Now we gotta head over to Silver Star to sort of round off the day. So we have made it to the star of the show, if you pardon the pun. I'll take you guys on ride for this one. So the final ride, final big ride of the day. We might do a couple of little others. Here we go then, Silver Star.
Yes, you did just see something fall out of someone's pocket. It was a packet of cigarettes and an EpiPen. Secure your loose items, please.
And that was Silver Star. Absolutely amazing B&M hypercoaster. That was probably going to be in my top 10. As I say, I'm not sure what it's going to be in my top 10, as I need to have a look after the trip, because I don't actually know my current top 10. So we'll have to have a look and rearrange. We've also done Eurosat Can coaster again, and we've also stopped for an ice cream. These ice creams are absolutely amazing, I must admit. But we are now sadly exiting from day 2.
This is post-production Cam here, just to say thank you for making it this far in the video. I do go on here to say that the next day I ended up meeting up with someone. It didn't actually happen. I also go on to say that I'm doing another vlog the next day. That also didn't happen due to severe ear pain overnight. Thank you very much though. If there's anything else that you want me to do with these vlogs, any ways, any styles that I can change, please let me know. But for now, peace out.